Janet, I have something important to tell you. Is everything okay, Susan? I am about to arrive at the wedding venue. I am so glad that the weather is good today. I'm looking forward to seeing you today. Hey, can you stop that kind of thing? Huh? I'm about to ask you to break off the engagement. It makes it a little harder to say. What? Today is my wedding day. And you're asking me to break off the engagement? You're kidding. What? How can it be a joke? Then I'll tell you again. You are not the right person for my son to marry. Please break off the engagement. What? Why? Did I do something to offend you? Please don't say something like that on my wedding day. I'll fix my weaknesses right away. That's not what I meant. There's nothing about you that bothers me. What? Then why on earth? Because you and I live in different worlds. We live in different worlds? I don't understand. Can you please tell me clearly what you don't like? Janet, it's your background. What? From the moment I heard you grew up in an orphanage, I always thought you were not suitable to be my son's wife. But my husband said, well, Bob brought her here because he wanted to marry her. We don't want to reject her right away. So I decided to see how it'd go. And I set certain rules in my mind. What's the rules? By the day of the wedding, if you apologize to us for being raised in an institution and told us how much you wanted to marry him, I might have changed my mind. I was waiting for your apology for a long time, but you never once apologized to us. Yes, I grew up in an orphanage. I don't have parents, but the people there took very good care of me. I lived happily every day. I had a lot of friends at the orphanage and at school. I am never once ashamed of being raised in an orphanage. So why should I apologize? You're so cocky. This is how people who grew up in institutions are. Okay? I don't care about your pride. What's important is what the world thinks of those who grew up in institutions. What? Everyone in my family, including my relatives, graduated from prestigious universities. They all work for well-known companies. If someone like you came to our family, it would be a disgrace to our family. So I'm glad you didn't apologize to me. And thanks to you, I can break off the engagement. Oh no. Once again, I'll make sure to tell you. Janet, please break off the engagement with my son. In our family from the upper class, someone who doesn't have parents doesn't belong. It's embarrassing to have someone like you, so please cancel the wedding. I see. If you insist that much, I understand. I don't care if you regret it. What? Why would I regret it? There are two things I want to confirm. You're such a pain in the ass. Well, you are acting strong, but I'm sure you're really in a state of shock. Let's hear it. Make it quick, okay? Thank you very much. Does Bob, who was supposed to marry me today, know about this? What kind of question is that? Of course he knows about it. Ah, did you think that I was doing this on my own? Too bad. He is of the same opinion as I am. When I told him I'm going to cancel the wedding, he said, okay, I'll do as you say, Mom. Well, okay. The other thing is, I understand why you want to cancel the wedding. But canceling on the day of the wedding is not common sense. How are you going to contact the attendees? If they are far away, there is a good chance that they have already left home, right? We have already contacted our guests one by one, so you should contact your guests yourself. What? Even though you are the one who wanted to cancel? It's true that we are the ones who wanted to cancel, but you are the one who caused it, so you should do so. I'm the cause? Yes. It's your fault for growing up in an institution. I'll leave it to you to contact the wedding hall and pay the cancellation fee. I'm supposed to pay the cancellation fee too? I think it's ridiculous. It's your fault, of course. I understand. I don't know if you really regret it. Are you kidding me? I'll never regret it. Bye. Zach, where are you? Have you already left the house? Janet, good morning. I was just about to leave the house. I'm really looking forward to today. Well, I just got a call from Bob's mom. She said that today's wedding has been canceled. What? Are you kidding? That's what I thought at first too, but it seems she's serious. She doesn't like the fact that I grew up in an orphanage. What? That's the reason? Well, if I apologized for being raised in an institution before the wedding day and begged them to let me marry him, she would have thought about it, but since I didn't apologize, they called off the engagement. And because I grew up in an institution, she wants me to pay for the cancellation. What the hell is that? That's too messed up. I just got a message from Dad. He said he got a call from Bob's father that the wedding had been canceled. Dad says, what the hell is going on? He seems to be confused too. Of course he is. Canceling on the very day of the wedding. Well, Susan said she's contacting the groom's side. Your father is invited on the groom's side. I heard from you that Bob's parents are very picky about educational background and so on. But is Bob okay with this? I thought he loved you. I couldn't believe it either, so I called Bob and asked him if he was okay with canceling the wedding. And he said he couldn't go against his parents. Huh? Unbelievable. You're lucky you didn't marry someone like that. It could have been worse. Zach, I appreciate the sentiment, but please calm down. I have a favor to ask you. A favor? I'm running out of time. I need you to help me contact the people who were supposed to attend the wedding today. Of course. I'm on my way. Thanks. Until you get here, I'll let the people at the wedding hall know about the cancellation, and we'll discuss how we are going to handle it. Okay. I'll be there as soon as I can. Zach, thank you so much for yesterday. I couldn't do it without you. You were a lifesaver. Don't worry about it. Did you get some rest? You really had a hard day. Are you okay? Yeah, it was hectic. I was just trying to get things done. I didn't have time to get depressed. I know you were like that yesterday. But when you're alone, I was worried that you were struggling with what happened. Well, I'd be lying if I said I'm okay. He's the kind of guy who dumped me on our wedding day without a second thought. It's a waste of time to keep dragging it out forever, and I'll just forget about it. I see. Just don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, thanks. By the way, Janet, do you have any plans today? No. I just thought I'd be tired from the wedding. I was planning to relax at home for the day, so I don't have any plans. Okay, then can I come over there now? Sure, what's up? Let's go get something to eat. I'll treat you. Is that okay? Of course. I'll be there in about an hour. Think about what you want to eat before then. Yay! I'm so lucky to have you. I'll think about what to eat. Janet, I forgot to tell you something important. Important? What is it? I want you to pay us alimony. Huh? Why would I pay it? You're the one who broke off the engagement on the wedding day. I think I'm the one who should receive the alimony. What are you talking about? It's true that we broke off the engagement, but you caused it. So you should pay. You know, a person like you who grew up in an institution, you were mistaken if you think you can marry into an upper-class family like ours. There you go again. Is the environment in which you were born that important? Why do you have to make fun of me just because I grew up in an institution? Please stop it. I've no intention of paying you alimony. This is how you lowlifes behave. I really hate it when you snap at me like that. You should just shut up and listen to us from upper class. I'll make sure you pay the alimony and 100% of the wedding cancellation fee too. In your opinion, are all people who grew up in institutions losers? Of course. People who grew up in institutions are not very respectable. At least, my brother is a respectable person. You've never even met him. Please don't say that. I don't have to meet him. I refuse to meet him face to face because it's too much trouble, and we talked once on the phone. I can tell he is a loser just by talking to him. Huh? That's enough. Hello? I'm going to have to talk to you for her, because she's very upset because of you. It's been a while. I'm Janet's brother, Zach. Hi. Why you? I happened to be having dinner with her. She said she got messages from you, so I was reading them. Please bear with me, a loser, a little bit. What? You're being sarcastic. I'm just telling you the truth. You want us to pay you alimony and the wedding cancellation fee, right? That's right. It's your fault, of course. Okay, then I will pay them. Huh? You? Why would you do that? You grew up in an institution just like Janet, right? Then you can't afford it, can you? Don't tell me you can't do it after all, okay? I won't say that. And even if I can't afford it, I would do whatever I could to pay for my sister. That's what family is all about, isn't it? People who can only judge by high class or low class wouldn't understand this, but... What? You're so arrogant. I'll get you the money right away, but I have a favor to ask you. A favor? I want you to tell your husband and son Bob that Zach Smith will pay for the wedding and alimony. Huh. You're so patronizing. Why should I tell them that? I think it would be better for you to tell them. Huh, I don't get it. And I won't let you communicate with Janet ever again. I'll handle everything if you send her a message. Now, if you'll excuse me. Mr. Smith, I am so sorry about earlier. Let me apologize for my rudeness, please. Could you please contact me back? If I send a message to her, you will respond, right? Hi. By the sounds of it, you told them my name. You've changed a lot, haven't you? I am really sorry about earlier. I had no idea that you were the president's son of the company where my husband and son work. How could you, who grew up in an institution? Don't you understand? I was adopted into the Smith family, the president's family. My parents had been having a hard time having kids for a long time. They wanted to have an heir, but if they were going to adopt a child, they wanted to reach out to a child who was really in need. So they adopted me from an orphanage. My parents raised me like a real child, taking good care of me and caring for me. I joined this company because I wanted to give back to my parents. I believe it is my mission to one day follow in my father's footsteps and make the company even bigger. I had no idea. I was going to tell you that I am the president's son if we met, but you said you didn't want to meet me. This isn't something that I should tell you at their wedding, and my work and private life are separate. I was going to keep quiet about it. Bob knows about this, though. What? We sometimes communicate with each other on business. So when I heard that he accepted to break off the engagement because we are losers, I was surprised, or rather a bit shocked. Come to think of it, it seems that Bob was trying to tell me something. Since yesterday, he's been in his room, not responding when I tried to talk to him. He hasn't come out at all. Could it be that he didn't want to break off the engagement? I'm sure he didn't. I don't know about your son who can't clearly express his will. I think it is you and your husband who makes him do that. I didn't know you were the son. That's not the point. It's how you view the world is the problem. You shouldn't change your attitude like that just because I am the president's son. Whether I'm the boss's son or a poor man, I'm still a human being. About the alimony and the wedding cancellation fee? Oh, we'll pay you as promised. Please tell me how much it will be. No, sir, it's our fault. It's outrageous to ask Mr. Smith to pay for it. Rather, we will pay you. I see. I understand. I don't want to deal with you anymore. From now on, I will have a lawyer contact you. I will contact you through him. Talk to my lawyer about the money. Yes, I'm really sorry. Zach, the alimony has been paid. It's all thanks to you. I'm sorry for relying on you for everything. It's okay. I didn't want you to deal with them anymore. You know, whoever's better at this stuff should be the one to do it. Thank you. Well, a few days ago, I got a call from Bob. What? Really? What did he say? He apologized over and over again for breaking off the engagement. He seemed to be in a lot of pain. He blamed himself for not being able to say anything to his parents. I see. Bob himself told me that he was leaving the company. He said he wanted to start over from scratch in an environment where he didn't know anyone. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Bob's father must have felt he couldn't stay at the company. He resigned voluntarily. So, the whole family is unemployed. I feel a little better now. They were calling themselves upper class. That's right. Well, I guess they're being punished. I think so too. Thank you again, Zach. Don't mention it. Let me treat you next time. You know, now that I've received my alimony. You sure? I'm looking forward to it. Bob's father left his job and moved back to his hometown. He hired a lawyer and confronted Susan with a divorce. Susan was more concerned about losing her source of income than getting a divorce, demanding to have her property. She was not satisfied with her share of the property, so she turned to Bob to support her. But he rejected his mother, saying, "I'll live on my own, so don't get in my way." She could no longer rely on anyone. Now she is leading a simple life, far from what she is used to. Bob was controlled by his parents all his life, but now is desperately trying to change. I would like to support him from the shadows.